This is a very difficult time in crypto. Well, it's much better than early January or last fall or the year before that, but it is difficult nonetheless. No, it's not hard because people are losing money left and right, because heck, people are making money. Even I am, and it feels good. But right now, I feel like I'm being pulled in two totally polar opposite directions by two possible scenarios. In one scenario, there will be a lot of tears and suffering. In the other, the only tears will be from the Bitcoin haters that I'm going to stay steady dunking on. Find out what these two possibilities are and why this time it may only be tears of joy instead of sadness. Let's get it. What if I told you could buy one token and make daily passive income for multiple dApps and crypto platforms? And what if that token only had a 20,000 max supply ever? I bet you'd buy it. I know I did. Check out powermind.club and tell them BitBoy sent you. Welcome to BitBoyCrypto News Edition. Once per day, I'm going to break down the biggest stories in the space for you, so you don't have to. So if you want to know where Bitcoin and altcoins are heading to, then please make sure to hit the subscribe button and join both my Telegram groups, the Bit Squad for regular crypto chat, and Bit Squad traders to discuss trading strategies. All right, guys. Sorry I missed my news video last night. I wanted to celebrate 10K with you, but heck, we got to celebrate it again today, and we might get to celebrate it again tomorrow as Bitcoin has been waffling more than Justin Sun trying to decide on an announcement for his announcement. But guys, big stories today. We are going to be talking about why this halving has the potential to shoot straight to the moon, but I can't give you that info without warning you about what Bitcoin has done historically. Also, guys, today we are going to discuss the extremely high number of heavy hitters who are stepping into crypto. Let's see what the markets are doing. Okay, guys, so checking out Bitcoin right now, we're coming at 86.44 on coinmarketcap.com. Bitcoin dominance coming in at 67.4%. So still relatively high. We haven't seen that big drop off we've been waiting for, and that usually signifies when alt season hits. But what's really interesting is when you look at the 24-hour chart, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins above 10% gains. We haven't been seeing things like that in a while. But we have several in the about 6 to 9% range, including some of the bigger coins, Ontology, IOTA, Neo, all having very good days today. What's happening is Bitcoin is hitting 10,000. Every time Bitcoin hits 10,000, people are taking profit out. They're putting it into some altcoins. But we're not seeing this in mass yet. Why are we not seeing this? Well, I would argue, I believe it's because we have not seen the top of this pump yet. I don't think we're going to see the top for a few more days. When you look at the hourly chart here on FOMO Trender, now if you do want to use FOMO Trender, you can find the link down below in the video description. Also, if you want to trade on Bybit, this is the Bybit chart. You guys can do that at bybit.bitboy.live and get $90 for free. But the point here is that when you look at this hourly chart, this is the hourly chart, it's been in a buy trend since the 4th of May. We are now over here on the 9th of May, 5 days in a row. There is nothing here to suggest that we were about to drop down. Even when you look right here at these, you guys are seeing higher lows. This wick right here, let me zoom up on it for you guys. This wick right here is actually higher than this wick over here, meaning that we haven't busted through any support at this point. It looks like we have really strong support right now around 97-ish, somewhere around there. I think that we are going to continue to rise. How high are we going? I don't think we're going to 12K. I don't think we're going to 14K. We may. I think more than likely somewhere in the $10,000 to $10,500 range is probably where we're going to end up on this pump. But who knows? We're going to talk about this in the news. Okay, so here we go. Well, let's talk about this. The two directions we could go in. Number one, the historical action of Bitcoin during this time has been to retrace. So will we see a retracement? Well, if you've been in crypto for any amount of time and you know the halving is coming up, then you are actually expecting this. You're expecting the price to drop. Now, in a minute, we're going to make a case for why possibly it could be different this time. But I saw this here on Reddit. Warning, new to crypto feeling FOMO from Bitcoin going up. Be forewarned, the halving is a classic sell the news type event. I read this and I really understand what he's saying. What he's saying here is that people are talking about the halving, people are searching it, which we're going to look at. But at the end of the day, this is all hype leading into the event itself. The event itself doesn't do anything for the price of Bitcoin. It definitely helps with the supply and demand, but it does absolutely nothing for the price of Bitcoin. What does happen is the buying that people do after the amount of supply that's being produced gets reduced. But yes, that does make sense. So that's what we're going to see. That is what is going to eventually pump the price up. Right now, we're seeing some mania, some hysteria. I mean, we're not even that high. We're just right at 10,000, but we're starting to see some of that. And you do have to be careful because the historical pattern of Bitcoin has been to fall. And I believe there's virtually no way that we won't see at least a slight retracement. Now, I think personally, we will probably see about a 10 to 20% retracement. That is my thoughts on that. However, there is a scenario where we do not see a retracement. Like I said, I think it's low that we wouldn't see a retracement at all, but there could be an argument to be made that we will see a retracement much on the smaller side, closer to 5%, 10% than 30%. Because you guys got to think of it like this. On the day of the halving, people are going to sell because we've been waiting for this event for a long time. So people are going to get scared. They're going to think that's the top of the market. They're going to sell. We are going to see a drop. But here's the thing, guys. Bitcoin halving interest dwarfs 2016 halving as Bitcoin surges. So right now, Bitcoin halving surges are 3 times as much as the all-time high prior to the 2016 halving. So prior to that halving, there was interest, but we're 3 times higher than that right now. So what that means is there are a lot more people coming in and buying Bitcoin. And I'm seeing new faces pop up left and right. I'm having people texting me, calling me, asking me about Bitcoin. Now, if we think about that, if we have that many people, that many new people coming into the space wanting to buy Bitcoin right now, could we possibly have enough momentum to carry ourselves up? You also have to factor in the gigantic drop in March, the 60% drop. We've never seen more than a 30% drop right before or right after the halving. So is it possible that that March retracement was actually made this expected drop priced in? People talk about the Bitcoin price being priced in going to the halving. Well, what about the dump? Maybe the dump is priced in. That's something nobody but me has been talking about, and that could be something that we do see. If you held a gun to my head and you say, what do you think is going to happen? I do think we're going to see a retracement because it is hard to go against history. But we're starting to see a scenario, some hype, some momentum that could cause that drop to be very small or possibly not even happen at all. So there's really one thing that you can do to take the most advantage of whether the price is going to go up or the price is going to go down. Okay, so if we feel like we're being pulled to the left and pulled to the right, if we feel like we don't know exactly the very best time to get in or get out of Bitcoin, what is the best thing you can do? It is called 3 letters, DCA. That stands for dollar cost average. The way you do that is you set up regular buys of Bitcoin. So maybe every week you deposit $25 in your check, you buy Bitcoin. Maybe it's $5 a week. Maybe you're a baller. Maybe $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month. Whatever it might be that you want to dedicate towards Bitcoin, dollar cost averaging allows you to be able to take advantage of the long-term price of Bitcoin instead of the short-term price of Bitcoin. Because the short-term price, it could be X number of dollars today, X number of dollars tomorrow. It could be higher today, lower tomorrow. But over time, we all believe that Bitcoin is going up. So when you set up regular buys every single week, that is a great way to make sure that you are adding and accumulating to your stack. You're going to want to do that. Now, one company that you can do this with is Swan Bitcoin. So these are some friends of mine. I love these guys. I highly recommend this app. So if you go to swanbitcoin.com/bitboy, I'll put the link at the bottom of the screen and in the description. All you got to do is sign up and you're going to get $5 for free just for trying this out. As you guys can see on the screenshot here, you can actually set up how much you want to withdraw, how much you want to deposit, how much you want to buy every week, and it comes straight out of your direct deposit or straight out of your paycheck, which is really, really good. So you can buy automatically every week, month, or paycheck with as little as $5. So go download the app, go to that link, you're going to get $5 for free, and you can get started dollar cost averaging like the pros. All right, guys, this is Paul Tudor Jones. We've talked about him a little bit the last couple of days. Now, I've been following this guy since he made his first trade back in the 1960s. He is an incredible, legendary trader. I'm just kidding. I had no idea who he was until yesterday, and you didn't either. So don't sit here and lie to me and say you knew who this guy was. But he is a big hedge fund investor, and he's talking about how Bitcoin is a hedge, and he's comparing it to gold in the 1970s. We talked about that pretty much, or earlier today we talked about this. However, he's not the only person who is coming in to Bitcoin from the big investing world. This CME volume trend shows he isn't the only big investor betting on Bitcoin. Now, it would be fair to say that he is betting on Bitcoin probably in futures contracts, aka paper Bitcoins. That's a long story and a bit deep issue. We're not getting into that. However, if you look here and look at the chart, we had the crash and people have been buying left and right. The CME volume has gotten up to almost $2 billion. Absolutely insane. The max has been $1.7 billion. So we are seeing huge traders, professional traders, Wall Street, they are coming into Bitcoin in droves. You are not going to want to miss this opportunity, and you're not, because you're watching this video, and if you are watching me, that means you are the smartest kind of person investing in crypto. Is Bitcoin dropping after the halving, or is it straight moon time, boys? Let me know. Drop your comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please make sure to smash the like button and hit subscribe to become a member of the Bit Squad. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. BitBoy out.